This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, take on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Bringing it out, it's Martin. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He hands it off from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking to throw. It's Carr. The receiver makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
The Nittany Lions bring their punt team onto the field. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st down, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15. The Huskers are in the red zone. looking to throw it from the red zone. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The shotgun running play call. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They strike first in this national title bout. Kirk, we knew that tackling was going to be a key for this defense in the red zone. They did not get the job done that time.
Well, you could just tell that runner was not going to go down with a full head of steam that close to the end zone. No tackler in the way could stop him.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Carr. And it's caught.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Important second down play coming up. And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Checks this down to the running back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, I love the running back angle route. Makes an easy throw and an easy read for the quarterback, and you get the ball in the hands of a dangerous playmaker.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. Looking for 6. Makes the catch downfield.
Well, that is a great throw. But first, man, let's give all the credit to that offensive line. How long did he have back there in the pocket? Seems like 3 or 4 seconds to be able to navigate and figure out where to go with the ball, and he put it right on the money.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Bringing it out, it's Martin. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First and 10 play coming up. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Has the first down and more. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To throw, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Nebraska has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a third and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to...
He's in the clear. Inside the 10. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Breaks free. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Carr. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. For the defense, make adjustment. A deep shot to the right. Hauls it in outside the 10. He's still running. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Martin. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense cross out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's an important first down on that running play. Single back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. Now here's the toss play. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. To 30. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
In the red area, it's Martin. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
The extra point is good, but still trail by 3 touchdowns, 28-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That time they were able to get to the quarterback before he has a chance of throwing yet another touchdown pass. 3 already in this first half. At least this is a sign that this defense hasn't totally given up yet.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackled at the 32, that's enough for a 1st down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw it again. Pass This ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. It's 4th and 10. The offense on the field going for it. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws to the tight end.
Oh, what a grab! Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
The Cornhuskers have 1st and 10 here. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. On the run here. Lets it go. He finds his man. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Cornhuskers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
Here we go.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Takes the toss and heads left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Tailback with another carry. And it just gets back to the line of scrimmage as the time runs out here in the 1st half. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The sure hands. It's Parker. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskers. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. To be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Carr. Moves out of the pocket. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. He finds some space. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He fires downfield. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knock.
Looking for a deep completion. Takes the catch. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, the first half did not go the way they had planned, but boy, they have come out making plays here in this second half. Great completion, big yards downfield, and now they're looking for ways to cut into this lead.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Just a great job again by the defensive front. They get lower. They're able to get a bit of a push, stuff this offense on back-to-back plays against the run game.
They line up on third and goal. Got to think this is four-down territory, down multiple scores. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? Fourth and goal from the 2. The pass rush closing in. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, once in a while, a guy just makes a great play. This defense had nearly everything covered except for the quarterback and his ability to take off with his legs. This is a great scramble by the QB and a nice decision to pull it down and go for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
That's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Martin. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
Second and long now from their own 5-yard line. Back in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Carr. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Drive here set up at the 30. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Bringing pressure. Swarm for the pass rush. He's sacked.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Dropping back. It's Carr. Looking deep to the right side. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Look out, he's in the clear. And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hope for. Let's review how we got here. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Good misdirection play right here. A lot of coordinators around the country like to throw that play in there just to kind of keep the defense guessing.
First down here for this offense. We'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough to get a first down there. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Tries the right with a quick throw. Catch is made. Room to run here. Breaks into the clear. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down and goal upcoming. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on fourth down. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And they'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Chewing clock with the running game. No way to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, you go through the grind that this team has gone through, you learn to realize that your quarterback's going to be able to deliver on critical down and distances. There you go. Third down, big-time opportunity to put this game away. They convert, and I think that may do it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you got to look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The defense came out ready to go on that second down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up third down.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for this offense.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.